This man literally approached me, good looking, tall, dark, chocolate drop. Gets my number, says he wants to take me out on a date tomorrow. And I was like, great, that sounds cool. He texts me immediately after he leaves the place that we met. And he starts off like, what do you want to do? I'll take you anywhere you want to go. I'll spend all the kind of money, pretty much like, I'll take you anywhere you want to go, I'll take you. Pay for it, everything. Then he gets to, I just want to make you feel good. Like, let me eat it. Let me just make you feel good. I'm not trying to like, go all the way with you. I'm just trying to make you feel good. And all I was thinking was like, okay, so basically you want a booty call and you think that paying for me to take me out equals you getting some booty, and that's not how that works over here. And he tried to gaslight me and manipulate me like, no, you got it all wrong. I'm not trying to like do you. I'm just trying to make you feel good. Like it's all about you. It's not about me. Like literally these men will say anything just to get some kitty cat. And I'm just like, is that what we're doing here in 2022?
Well, she got a free meal, and he feels like he's been used. Most men today are not willing to pay for dates anymore. Somehow this woman got that man to pay. You live and you learn. I guess beauty is really on the inside.
It's the same reason we don't go near rattlesnakes. We recognize toxic creatures that endanger our well-being.
Women are failing men. Ladies, the reason that no man is approaching you is because of you, not them. I did the dirty work and asked men why they were afraid to talk to you and got over 5,000 responses. And there was definitely a common theme. Let's read some. I would say fear of rejection and being humiliated in front of everyone. I am not worthy enough to talk to women. I just have nothing to offer them except boring, normal life. Rejection paralyzes me. Current culture feels like I will be perceived as a creep for talking to a girl I don't know. Mostly it's the fear of rejection, like I'm bothering them somehow. Rejection maybe. Ending up on TikTok if you get my drift. Worried about being judged for not meeting the woman's appearance standards. So to the ladies, do better. The environment that you've created for men is only leading to the singleness that you continue to complain about. And to the men, maybe knowing that these responses were a trend amongst 5,000 of you is a bit reassuring if anything.
The problem with finding men at Home Depot and other stores is that they are most likely already taken. So when they gain the courage to talk to a guy but find out they are taken, then two options can occur. 1, they initiate infidelity cases, or 2, they learn what a guy goes through with all that rejection.
Let me explain, right? So I'm actually pregnant with a girl right now. So I'm having a daughter, and being here is like terrifying because I have to see like the world that my daughter is going to come up in. And I don't want like what you guys are experiencing. I would never want or wish for my daughter. I don't want my daughter to be used by like some guy in high school or like some guy in college, because that's what's going on, because we're talking about dating and situationships. We're giving our bodies to these men, and I don't want her to be used by some guy who could care less. I want her to be able to exercise discernment and have better options.
Chad does what he wants, but modern women either think that they can make him change or happily let him hit for free. That's the sad reality of today's world, and it's completely understandable that she doesn't want her daughter to be used by bad boys. Modern women embrace ideologies like female liberation, thinking that's gonna allow them to be happy, but in reality, some men out there just want to screw some holes and that's it. The men these women allow to get inside of them on a first date are rarely looking for wives, but these women ain't either, so they just enjoy the moment, current body count +1, and on to the next. Modern women's relationships are so dysfunctional that instead of cutting ties with exes, they keep them as backup plans just in case the next guy fails at some point. Well, what do I say? Are only exes the backup plan? There's a whole waiting list too. So sad, and still women wonder why men don't take them seriously anymore. Let's take a look at the comments. They'll only listen to other women. They hear us men, but they don't listen. They didn't interrupt her after each sentence. It's mind-blowing. It's insane that they only listen to a woman. Tons of men are day in and day out clearly saying what they want, but women just think of themselves and their opinions as if they were the absolute truth. And by the way, listening and shutting the fuck up is a very valuable skill these women should practice more. These girls aren't watching the world burn. They are holding the torches. I don't mean to be the Inquisition, but these women are like witches. Plus, if they gather up, they basically form a house of witches. Anyway, this comment is spot on. Instead of doing something like preserving their value, they go to college to do things that are not precisely getting a college degree, aka banging random men every weekend. She was basically saying, I don't want my daughter to become like y'all. That's right, giving birth to a child is complex, but doing so and raising them in today's world is a huge challenge. A daughter must be well raised to avoid the Chads, Tyrones, and multiple 304s out there who will try to trick her into thinking that sleeping around and selling naked pics online is normal. What a crazy world we're living in. Why do you think women use shaming tactics? Those are something modern women use a lot to justify their actions, and to make matters worse, not only do they want to be like men, but also want to look pure and innocent at the same time. Take a look.
The more bodies you get as a girl, the more your value goes down.
What? And what about men?
Catch your buddies, man.
I
What
get more
the
value. The more girls I fuck, my value goes up. The more guys you
What
fuck, your
the
value
fuck?
goes down.
But no.
It's like, nah, bro. Nah.
It's crazy. What the fuck? Because you fuck a lot of girls, your value goes down?
Goes up.
It goes up?
If you fuck a lot of guys, your value goes down. Oh, it doesn't matter?
No, it doesn't.
Okay, what's your body count then?
I'm not gonna say it.
Exactly.
I mean, I could, because it's not that high.
Look, if you didn't care and it didn't matter, you would say your body count. But it does matter, which is why you don't want to say it.
No,
That's the
it's
point.
just because it's private. I don't want to say it on the internet because like people are dumb and they're gonna be like, I don't know. It's just.
But that means it matters.
It's my life.
But that
it
means
doesn't
it matters.
matter. It's
But
people are just dumb.
That's my point.
I
That
can
means
say
it matters.
You can blame the parents of every single last one of these rats. Their parents told them how much of a princess they were and how special they were, but never once educated these idiots on any form of responsibility or duty.
Now, I know some of y'all don't have critical thinking skills, so I'm going to try to break this down carefully. Stay with me. Number one, it is okay for a man to have the preference of not dating a single mother. Number two, it's okay for a single mother to feel some type of way about that if in fact the reasoning behind why this man doesn't want to date a single mother is because he feels like something is wrong with the single mother, when the truth is he simply doesn't want to raise somebody else's children.
Yeah, and rightfully so. So men prefer having their own kids instead of raising another man's.
Number three, when a man is raised by a single mother and he himself says he will never date a single mother as if a single mother is beneath him, he is part of the problem.
Women.
Number four, those of you who be like, oh, he just doesn't want to repeat the cycle, lack the critical thinking skills necessary and should have thought this through a little longer. Number five, in order for him to not repeat the vicious cycle of single motherhood, he would have to either A, become a stepfather to a fatherless child, or B, not create a single mother himself. Number six, if a man was raised by a single mother and he didn't necessarily have the best relationship with her, and that's the reason why he doesn't want to date single mothers, it isn't because she was a single mother that made her the worst person to be mothered by. It was because she was a terrible person to begin with, not because she's a mom. Number seven, just because you had a bad experience with your mother and she was single, raising you alone, doesn't mean every single mother you meet will be like your mom.
God bless these podcasts. Wish this shit was around 20 years ago. As an older millennial, our generation got absolutely fucked. But I'm so grateful I didn't end up knocking up some 304 and now have to spend the rest of my life bound to a woman intoxicated by feminism. Truly feel blessed to be single with a chance to download all this content and protect myself from the negative consequences of inflation in the future.
Look, I have a kid. I used to be like that until I had my kid. Now that I have my kid, like I might be this, oh, I'm a boss bitch, da, da, da. But deep down in my heart, I would do absolutely anything to be at home and be like always with my child.
There you go.
But unfortunately,
and have a man protecting you. Stop acting like, stop leaving out the man part.
Right.
Because for you to be home with your child, that means you got a man holding you down, protecting you.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, he's right. And that shit's hard, like, but unfortunately, since I'm by myself, I gotta hustle, you know.
Yeah.
But I would do anything to have a man like that.
That's what we saying. That's exactly.
Thank you. God bless you. God bless you for telling the fucking truth. God bless you for telling the truth. Talking about Instagram over a real nigga.
You choose Instagram over a man.
Because unfortunately, like, that's a platform where I can make a living off, and nobody's helping me because I don't have that protector yet. You get me?
So you don't think a man could provide and protect for you?
Yeah, but I just haven't found that guy yet. And
that's what we're saying. That's what we saying. Hold on. How come women can't just say, "Listen, I want a man," instead of acting like y'all don't want a man and just want to be boss bitches?
Right.
That's what we're saying.
Nobody said that.
We've just been hurt.
That's not what I said.
Nobody said that. Like
when
y'all
you guys
said,
are done, I don't want to interrupt.
nobody
said
that.
All right, she wants to after you go. She wants to clarify her point.
I just want to clarify because I feel like it's getting turned.
Go ahead.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Put the camera on her.
Who?
You.
Couch girl.
Like y'all said, you're right. And I've been trying to talk, but Myron don't let me. But I really respect Myron.
Because you can't finish your sentence.
Because it's hard for me to explain. But I respect the fuck out of you, and I give you your right because you're right. That is true.
Mm-hmm.
What you're saying is true, and I respect you, and I respect everything that you've done. This whole part, like,
just
I
make
really
your point,
respect.
please.
The point is that I haven't found the protector because No, I don't know the point already.
Because you want to stay at home with your child. You want a man to take care of everything.
This is why I cut you off.
He can take care of you.
All right, go ahead. Please say what you're going to say.
So what I had said got twisted. I'm not saying that I don't want a man. Like, I would love a happy marriage. I would love that. But I think there's a big difference between want and need. And I think as a person, you shouldn't need anyone. You should want them in your life.
I'm really glad you brought this up. We had a discussion about this the other day. The problem is that women want a man. No, you fucking need a man. You need to operate like you need one. And I'll tell you why. Only in modern day times. Well, from a biological standpoint,
happily single.
Because
you mean like as far as like children?
Yeah,
and
she
stuff.
said happily single too. Here's the thing. From a biological standpoint, women do need men. And I know they get mad when I say that, but a woman cannot take care of herself and her child on her own until recent times. But the problem is that
But you agree that right now that they can.
They can, but here's the thing. Social constructs don't adhere to reality. A woman can get a degree and make more money, etc. But guess what? Let's say you make $100,000 a year. How much do you want your man to make?
101.
At least on your level, correct?
Yep.
I think the man should be able to equally contribute. Yes, ideally.
Fantastic. Thank you. That proves my point that even though you have your security taken care of, you will not deal with a man unless he can add an additional level.
I said I would ideally like.
Let me.
Ideally like. That would be ideal.
Well, congratulations. That's you and every other woman. Women want a man at least on their level, if not better. Even if they're able to provide their own level of security, they will not entertain or deal with a man unless he can provide some level of security as well. Why is that? Because women are hardwired to look for a man that can provide security. So what I'm simply saying is that you can go ahead and provide for yourself. That's true. But you can't beat your biology.
That was
you still
my
want a man
argument,
who's
is that we
superior.
can.
And you can't, just because you can doesn't mean it's optimal. Just because it's capable does not mean it's optimal. I can send 20,000 women into war and I can do that. It's capable. Is it optimal? No, I'd rather send 20,000 men to war. Why? Because men are biologically superior to women from a physicality standpoint. So just because you can doesn't mean it's the best. And my thing is this. Women say, I don't need a man. You actually do. Biologically rooted to need a man. The problem is that women want a man. And when you want, you're not going to go as hard. If I go to the gym and I need to get in shape and I need to fucking look good.
For a woman to think she doesn't need men, it is like a child saying it doesn't need a mother.
I'm literally shaking right now because I just had a man approach me in a parking lot and it went fine. And I'm going to tell you why it went fine and how to address it, because it was in a book I read and this is how you're supposed to address it, but it scared me. I'm literally shaking. So this guy, I am alone with my son, by myself, a woman, and a male approached me in a parking lot. He's, excuse me, miss, and I don't know why in the hell he was approaching me or what he was trying to do. And before he was probably 30 feet from me when he said, excuse me, ma'am. And I turned around and I literally yelled at him and I said, do not approach me. And he immediately started going in the other direction. And I just kept saying it over and over and over. I said, do not approach me. Do not approach me. And he, of course, got what the F, like he started cussing and yelling, like, what's your problem? And I looked at him and he actually then crossed a couple cars down from my car. And he didn't come anywhere near me. He crossed a couple cars down from my car and was like, continuing to cuss and say, what's your problem? And I said, you do not approach women in a parking lot. I just kept saying, do not approach me. You do not approach women in a parking lot, like yelling it. No male should ever approach a woman in a parking lot, ever. No male should ever approach a woman in a parking lot. And if a male does approach you, you need to turn around and use the strongest voice that you can possibly use with them. Don't be polite. They need to literally screw off. No male should be approaching you in a parking lot.
Everything that happens is always the man's fault, especially when it comes to a woman's vulnerability. This is what I understood from this video. Got it.
And how the world works. You're running on override. Men build the world that you live in. Oh, okay. Who built that house or apartment you live in? Was it a crew of women? Who designed the metal work? Who put in the floor, the plumbing, the electrical system, the heating? Who put that in? The car you drive, was that built by a crew of women?
So women are not capable of doing none of those things. No.
You're not good at it. And when given a choice, excuse me, because when given a choice, because women are free today, right? And you're educated, right? Then why don't we see 51% of the construction workers as women? Why don't we see 51% of the engineers as women? Why don't we see 51% of the plumbers, electricians, military, train operators, heavy, dangerous work as women? Because when given an opportunity, women segregate themselves into more comfortable positions.
What's your husband drive?
He don't drive this.
I mean, you sure he won't mind you being in my car then? You say he's controlling. That's all you though for?
I'm natural.
Yeah, baby. Don't be capping.
I'm capping. I got my titties done.
Okay.
These wasn't cheap. The purse ain't cheap.
I mean,
the upkeep ain't cheap.
Okay. I'm gonna be honest though. If you mess with me, your husband gotta go. It's not about to be no, oh, you messing with him and you messing with me, like, he gotta be a dub. I don't care how long y'all been together.
I'll separate for BBL. I ain't gonna lie to you. And he's done.
Perfect.
Okay.
What your husband do?
He work a little job or whatever.
You really don't like dudes with jobs, obviously.
No. I'm an entrepreneur. I like dudes who make their own bread.
He make good money.
A little something.
But you want more.
Of course.
Gold digger.
Got him!
You would leave your husband for me if I had a bag and got your body done.
Wouldn't you?
What? Your husband might see this video because you on YouTube. Look straight. It's a small camera right there, so I hope your husband see this shit.
All right, bye.
Oh, don't cover your face now.
We need to start teaching our sons not to settle. Too many men out there are giving in to these demands women have because they just don't know any better. Thanks for watching Sigma Traits. As always, we're looking forward to your support. So please hit the like button, share this video with your friends, and subscribe to the channel to stay updated with everything.